So I spent a bunch of time today watching Sands of Destruction. Recent-ish release from Funimation in anticipation of something very exciting that we'll be doing in the near future.
What's this?
The overall story is that you've got a woman named Morte who is the World Destruction Committee. She is bent on world destruction. She has this little device. Black ball. It's a little bit bigger than a cue ball, but not quite as big as a bowling ball. It is actually called the World Destruction Code. It is the thing that can destroy the world in one fell swoop, if anybody can figure out how to use it.
Didn't I already tell you? We're all going to destroy the world.
Morte accidentally kind of stumbles upon this guy who's working in a restaurant when she gets attacked by the World Salvation Committee, which is struggling to stop her from destroying the world. Now, this world setting, little Gurren Lagann-like, you've got beast men, which are sort of humanoid animals, or animalish humans, furries, whatever you want to call them. And then you've got humans, and humans are second-class citizens. They can't get as nice a job, they don't get as much money. Kyrie is a human who is disguising himself as a beast man via cat ears. Apparently they fall for that, to work in a restaurant, and Morte goes into the restaurant, and they're in the restaurant, and they get attacked, and so they run off, and suddenly Kyrie is now part of Morte's scheme. Also joining them is a teddy bear.
Know what I mean, Kuma?
He is a beast man, but he looks more like a teddy bear than like a bear by any stretch, named Toppy. It's kind of a high adventure thing. I'm only 3 episodes in, and the first 3 episodes have been very episodic. Nothing super ongoing aside from the clash between the World Destruction Committee and the World Salvation Committee has really gone on. We don't yet know why Morte wants to destroy the world. And I'm a little curious as to what got her so down, but I'm sure it will be suitably tragic. Kyrie kind of follows along because he has nowhere else to go now, but he's less interested in destroying the world. He tries to convince her that, hey, you know, everywhere we go, we just keep winding up helping people anyway, so why don't we just do that instead? And Toppy follows along because he has no better way to get home.
You know you're just a bear, right?
I'm a hero, and I won't dignify that with an answer.
There's nothing particularly new about the characters, although, I mean, you could argue Toppy's kind of cool because he's like this cute little teddy bear, but he's obsessed with being like a hero, like save the world hero. I listened to the dub for all 3 episodes, which I just want to point out is sheer devotion, because the original Japanese cast has Mamoru Miyano, aka Light from Death Note, and Tamaki from Host Club, playing Kyrie, and then Morte is voiced by Maya Sakamoto, who played Haruhi in Host Club as well, and has played a lot of other really cool roles, and I love her, and she's a great singer, and I didn't listen to her, all for you. I liked the dub cast pretty well. I thought Todd Habercorn as Kyrie was a little bit old.
So, you gonna finish that?
Morte's kind of cool. I really like her dialogue style. It's very casual, very flippant, and it works real well for her, and that's Lucy Christian.
Sounds like fun to me.
Toppy's a little odd. See, as a bear, he says all of his lines with the word kuma at the end.
The smart thing to do is to lay low and mind our own business until this ship pulls into port, Kuma.
Which means bear in Japanese, so he'll be like, I'm going to go save the world, kuma. It doesn't really work as well in English. They address it in the 2nd episode.
She's got a point. I mean, you actually sound pretty cool when you don't say it.
As part of the dialogue, but it still never quite works for me. And that kind of describes the whole series. It's kind of this serious drama, and it's kind of this really ridiculous comedy thing, but they never quite mesh as well as I would like for them to. I mean, like, for example, like, the bad guys in the first episode are these cute little kitty people. Like, really silly, goofy kitty people. Like, it's really hard to take them seriously, which makes it hard to take the actual drama of the series seriously. So, of course, the real bad guys from the World Salvation Committee are as humanoid as they can be.
Wait.
Although still technically beastmen somehow. I also found a few issues with the English script. Not the performance of it, but the script itself. Like, there's this one line where the 3 characters are being threatened, and it's like, well, the World Salvation Committee never said whether or not they want you in one piece or not. So you've got like these 2 or nots, which I noticed right away, and this was over a shot that had no mouths flapping. No one's mouth was shown in the shot, so there was no need for that extra little bit. And there were a couple of other weird little inconsistencies like that. All in all, what you've got with Sands of Destruction is a pretty standard kind of fantasy thing. It's got some cute moments.
And no one will stand in my...
And I do like Morte. I am kind of curious about her. All in all, though, it's nothing really to write home about. If you stumbled upon it, for rent or at a con and you had nothing else to do, it might be good to sit in on, but I'm not sure I could recommend spending $40 or $50 on it.
How much you got?
Maybe 20.